Hello and welcome to the Comedy Road Show. I'm your host, Stephen Bigilen. Today, our first guest is Rick Izquieta. He's visiting our Los Angeles studio from Eagle Rock, California. Hey Rick, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Stephen. This is fun. Great. We've been setting up for this whole time. Get ready. It's awesome. We have the Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner just came by. This is great. I don't know where I'm at right now, but I'm on the road.
You're on the road. You're really on the road.
You're really on the road.
So Rick, tell us about yourself.
Comedian from Los Angeles, just hitting the road and trying to do as much as I can, getting on stages and making people laugh.
How did you get into comedy?
Well, I've always been a big fan of comedy since I was a teenager. And when I was younger, I attempted one time to at an open mic at the Comedy Store and bombed horribly. That I dedicated my time to becoming better in writing and perfecting my performance. And so years later, finally, I said, okay, I'm ready. Take the shot, and here I am. And I have bookers that like me, my peers that like me, fans that are building up, and it's fun. It's moving forward.
So are there regular clubs that you're performing at?
Sometimes parking lots, sometimes sand dunes, or a club that we'll have. Yeah, the regular clubs in LA, the Flappers and Ice House and Laugh Factory, Comedy Store, Improv.
Ice House is in Pasadena. And
yeah.
Flappers is in Burbank.
Yes.
And what was some of the other places?
West Hollywood Comedy Store and Laugh Factory. Laugh Factory also has one in Long Beach, and then Improv in Hollywood, Ontario, Brea, Irvine, all those.
So all of them.
Yeah. You try and hit as many as you can a week, and that's just going to get you better.
So you doing any television, radio, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm on a webisode where I play this janitor, Hispanic-speaking janitor. So I'm Hispanic, and it's fun. I'm doing that as well. I've also done a couple of just 5-minute clips here for Sirius Radio, and working on some sketches myself with some other comedians and putting together some stuff.
I understand you're a radio host also?
Yeah, I run a radio time on Tuesdays 3 to 6. You can find me on my website and Facebook, Twitter, all that.
So could you tell us the names of any upcoming comics that are getting some big laughs out there in the clubs right now?
Absolutely. Chris Dunham is one of them. Willis Turner, Roll Del Grazie, Dave Neeker, Drove Me Up. There's just so much more. I don't even know where to start. The list just keeps going on. Josh Myers, I was with Amir K the other night, very funny guy. Andy Kozel, very funny guys, and there's just much more out there. It's a plethora.
All right. What comedians, when you were starting out, and even now for that matter, influenced you?
Well, a lot of Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Sam Kinison. I enjoyed Dave Chappelle in the new era, and the Wayans, how they put just their whole movies and TVs together and all that comedy together. They're great. Dice Clay, there's just so many, again, that I was watching during the time and then saw evolve. And then in the 90s, for some reason, didn't watch as much, but I saw one or two here pop out. Willie Barcena is very funny, Joey Medina, and Gilbert Esquivel. These guys are also guys who've been in the game for a long time, but don't get that much great exposure like the high-end Bobby Lee guys and in the comedy. Where
do you draw a lot of your material from?
Life in general, just what happens to me here at the Comedy Road Show, what happens, on the road, what happens at 7-Eleven, what happens with my mother, my family, my younger brothers, older brothers.
Your family is Ecuadorian?
Yeah, my family, both my parents are from a country called Ecuador. I was born here in Los Angeles. But I got to go to Ecuador every summer and then flown back.
So you were really exposed to the culture. You flew back and forth every summer. Yeah. And who'd you stay with when you were down there?
Drug lords, just drug lords, and then they flew me back.
And they flew you back,
cocaine.
right?
Yeah. So, but the life of a smuggler at 8 years old.
You didn't know that. You didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, I didn't know it. But I hate balloons, right? I hate balloons.
He's the only kid that hates balloons.
Yeah, the only kid.
So, do you have any DVDs or anything like that with your performances?
A lot of stuff I'm working on right now that's going to come out winter, hopefully, and you can look it up on my website.
What's your website?
rickisfunnywithaz.com, rickisfunnywithaz.com, or rickizquieta.com. And Izquieta is hard to spell, so look me up on. All you have to do is Google. This is great because I got this down. All you got to do is Google Rick is Funny with a Z. If you Google that, you get all my stuff.
Excellent. Yeah, that's good because you got to make it easy for people out there.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, the more complicated those web searches.
I took the .com off. In other words, what I did was took the .com off. Rick is Funny. Just Google it.
Okay.
You don't have the .com.
Okay. Do you have any upcoming tours?
Yeah, I'm going to be in El Paso November 1st to the 4th.
Are they themed tours or are they?
I'm opening for Willie Barcena, who just got his Showtime special.
Wow.
Recently, and 20-year veteran. He's been on the Tonight Show a lot. He's a very funny guy. Great writer. I'm going to be opening for him. And what else I got? Visalia. I'm going to be in Visalia also in 2 weeks. I'll be in Visalia. San Diego, November 10th and the 11th, or the 9th and the 10th, the Saturday and Sunday of that weekend. I'm going to be in San Diego at the Comedy Palace.
Okay, so you're a regular at the Comedy Palace also?
At the Comedy Palace down in San Diego also as well. El Paso, Texas.
Do you happen to know the comic strip in El Paso?
Texas with Bart Reed, and then there's the radio show Buzz Adams. I get to go sit on the radio show for El Paso in the morning. At 6 a.m. in the morning. That's fun. Do that.
You have to be up late all night?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Late all night.
You got to be
next
kidding
morning,
me.
I'm on a radio show going, yeah. So how you feel today, Rick?
You have to wheel you in on a gurney?
Yeah, I'm just like there with an IV like that.
Pumping caffeine through your veins.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, thanks so much for coming off the road and being on the road show with us. Really appreciate that.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching, and keep watching Comedy Roadshow. Don't let the bugs in the background scare you right there.
The scorpions.